Hey,
Hey,
how you doing?
I'm okay. How are you?
Good, good. Every time I do these Zoom meetings, it is like different every single time. So I'm always like, did I do the right, did I send the right link? Is it gonna work? Are we gonna connect? I don't even know.
Oh, how so different? I
I
mean,
don't know, just whenever I go to set up a meeting, it's always like different than how I did it the last time. I don't
yeah,
know.
I half hour ago turned my Zoom on,
Hmm.
and I'm lucky I did it a half hour ago because it told me I had to update.
Oh,
So I'm guessing they're constantly updating,
yeah,
so the interface is always different or a little
changing.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if I don't do the same thing twice, then I think I'm doing it wrong. So,
Uh-huh.
yeah. So anyways, yeah. What have you been up to?
Um, I am in the process of working on costumes for Carnival. I'm in my little work space right now. That's
Yeah.
what this is behind me that you
Oh,
see.
yeah. Uh-huh.
Um, so yeah, I just all of a sudden, just after the first of the year, just this blast of inspiration
Oh,
just
that's
kind of
awesome.
overtook me. Yeah. And it was something I needed,
Hmm.
because for several weeks right after I came back from Venice the last time, I was just sluggish, and
Yeah.
just it's almost like I couldn't get out of my own way, because I was just at such a standstill, uh,
Hmm.
mentally, emotionally, inspirational, yeah, all of that.
Yeah.
But just out of the blue, all of a sudden, not one person, but a few people from Venice just started contacting me.
Hmm.
And I was just like, wow, okay, yeah, this is what I needed.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. What were they contacting you about?
Oh,
Costumes
just
or
no, just saying hello and
just saying,
saying that
hey?
they're looking forward to seeing me, during Carnival, and yeah,
Oh, that's awesome. That's exciting.
yeah. So, yeah, that's why I say, yeah, I really needed to hear that, or I really needed that.
Yeah.
Um, it's also given me a little inspiration perfume wise as well.
Hmm.
So the red and gold behind me right there.
Yeah.
Um, those are actually two costumes.
Hmm.
Um, one for my assistant Angela. That's her
Hmm.
mask right there.
Oh,
Uh,
wow.
yeah, that's her mask right there. And behind it, that's my mask.
Oh, cool.
Um, so yeah, this is hers.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Um,
I
with the
bet that's so fun.
perfume.
Yeah, that's
Um,
so cool.
and this is mine.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. Now, are they made out of leather? Is that one made out of leather?
Both of them are made out of leather.
Both of them are leather?
Yeah,
They're beautiful.
yeah. And so they have these fans right here. Uh,
Uh-huh.
they're more or less like mounts
Uh-huh.
because I don't want to put them on now because I don't want to get crushed while traveling.
Yeah.
Um, Once I get to Venice, I'm gluing feathers on their head.
Oh, wow.
It's going to have this big plumage on this one and this one right up there.
Yeah. Oh, that's going to be awesome.
But so not only are these costumes for Carnival, but I'm gonna do a photo shoot of us, and it's gonna be the next Venetian doll.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Uh,
So, which is the newest Venetian doll? Is it Lucia?
Lucia, yeah, yeah.
Lucia? Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah,
Um,
I've got the samples here, and then I've got the bottles that you sent. So whenever you're ready to start
yeah,
sniffing.
yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. Um, so I went ahead and cut my wax here. This one, I think
Uh-huh.
you sent me a sample of Venetian doll at some point.
Did I?
I think maybe, I don't know. I'll have to go back and look through my samples because I keep
Okay.
all the samples that you've sent like in a big box.
Yeah.
Yeah, but oh my gosh.
So yeah, that's the very first Venetian doll.
Yeah.
Um,
No, I don't remember this one. Maybe you didn't send a sample.
yeah, I didn't think I did.
No, I don't think you did. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. It's got such a softness to it for being a floral. It's like I don't know, there's something about your fragrances that are they just all smell nostalgic to me for some reason.
And you know what the funny thing about that one is that the majority of the notes in it aren't very soft. The one thing that makes it soft and just kind of overpowers everything is the mimosa.
Yeah, which I
Uh,
definitely smell.
but it's orchid, amber, oud, blackcurrant, white musk, neroli, and mimosa.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. I definitely now just spraying it in the air. I get mostly the mimosa and the white musk.
Uh-huh.
I can smell the black currant as well.
Okay.
It's really gorgeous. I
Yeah,
love that one.
that one really took me by surprise because it wasn't what I expected it to be. It's weird. I think I mentioned this uh once upon a midnight dreary. That oftentimes when I make things,
Hmm.
it's almost like this might sound crazy. It's almost like the formula doesn't want to do what I tell it. It
Yeah,
decides what it wants to be.
right.
So it becomes something completely different than what I conceptualized, and that was one of them.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, and I guess when I say soft, I don't mean soft in I don't think it's going to be soft as far as how it wears.
Right,
Um,
right, right, right,
but
right.
there's like a smoothness to it for being, it's like a smooth floral. And I love it because it's not overly sweet.
Uh-huh, okay.
It's sweet, but it's not,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you know what I'm saying? It's not like overly sweet. It's not florally sweet.
Well,
There's
well,
no
to,
sweetness coming from the florals.
well, to borrow one of your words, I mean, it definitely is one of my more vintage smelling
Hmm.
fragrances.
It is, but oh man, it's beautiful. But vintage in a modern way. It's not, I don't think that somebody would smell it and be like, oh, that smells like something from
Like
the 80s.
matronly. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. It's beautiful. Gosh, I love this one. I love them all, but that one's so nice. Okay, and then you also sent the
The Venetian, yeah, yeah.
Venusian.
Um, that one I've really been wanting to send to you, um,
Yeah,
because I really like that one. You
this
know,
one,
it's very, Lulu said herself, it's like late night sexy.
yeah,
It's not just, daytime sexy, date night sexy. It's late night sexy.
yeah.
So yeah.
It's beautiful. And it's so funny that you say that because this is probably the only fragrance of yours that that I've smelled and said I have smelled another fragrance that's somewhat like this. And the one that I feel like smells, I'm gonna have to pull it out. The only other fragrance that I know of that smells kind of like this is it's a fragrance from a different company and it's called Une Nuit Magnétique,
Hmm.
which is I think it's I've got it right there. I forget what that translates to, but
Say
it's
it again. Say it again.
Une Nuit Magnétique,
Um, Oud, Nuit means night, magnetic, magnetic.
Magnetic Night, or something like that. Well, that's funny. So it's funny that you said that this is like late night sexy, because that's exactly, yeah, the other fragrance that I feel like smells kind of like this is it's got a name like that.
Uh-huh.
So,
Well, there's another one that's gonna come out. As a matter of fact, I'm kind of finishing it up. I shouldn't say finishing it up, because it's been made for about 4 or 5 years.
mhm,
Um, and as a matter of fact, I made it around the same time I made that one. Um, it's an orchid heavy,
mhm.
and truth be told, um, The only reason, well, two reasons. One reason why I haven't released it is because it's part of a series I had been wanting to do,
Mm-hmm.
which I've never gotten around to. Um, hopefully, maybe this will help to set it off. But
Mm-hmm.
another reason, and I'm just going to throw this out there, I absolutely hate dupes.
Yeah.
This smells just like Tom Ford's Black Orchid.
Oh, okay.
Um, and so that's really the only reason why I haven't, or those are the two reasons I haven't released it.
Yeah.
Um, I'm going to touch it up a little bit so that it kind of gets away from, me thinking that in my head.
Yeah.
But there's this event that's happening in Romania, in Bucharest,
Mm-hmm.
and that's where my assistant Angela is from.
Oh, okay.
Um, and she's going to be, a part of it. Well, the guy who is throwing it apparently wants to also display some of my fragrances.
Oh,
So
okay.
um, I'll probably be sending, maybe 10 fragrances there. Actually, I actually may go there myself. Anyways, I'm going to take 10 fragrances there.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them is going to be a new one that I release at that event.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and it's the one that I just mentioned. I mentioned smells like Black
Black
Orchid.
orchid.
It's called La Vie Secrète des Anges,
Oh, okay.
which means the secret life of angels.
Oh, okay.
So concept, the reason for the name is the story I wrote. That's what it's called.
Yeah. Oh,
But
that's awesome.
yeah, you mentioning that other fragrance, the Oud Nuit Magnétique, it's kind of reminding me of that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yours definitely, because doesn't this one have an incense note in it?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, and see, I get a lot of the incense when I spray this, which Unui Magnetique doesn't have incense. In fact, it's a little bit more citrusy. So they're
Uh-huh.
definitely not like, dupes or anything like that. They just kind of
Just
resemble each other.
the vibe is similar. Yeah.
Right, right. Because yeah, I guess just how the notes are um blended.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I love this. I love the incense in this. I love it because it's incense that isn't really incensey.
It's not churchy.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
churchy. And it's not even really like heavier resinous incense either. It's stunning. I love this one. I love them all though. Always. Okay, now let's get into the samples, which I've been dying to smell these for a couple days now. Okay, we'll start with, now when I was looking through these, three of them are existing fragrances, and I guess two of them are newer ones. So Perseus and Melano.
Those are the two that are going to be released during the sale.
Okay,
So
perfect. That's what I
starting this
thought.
week. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so let's leave the two new ones for the end. And let's smell this one here. So this is Mem le, is it le? Mem le ange?
Même les anges peuvent rêver,
Okay.
which actually was part of the series I just told you about. Um, the La Vie Secrète des Anges.
Yeah.
It was part of that series. So
Oh, okay.
that stands for Even Angels Can Dream.
Yeah. Oh, I love this one. Does this have
And
honey in it?
um that has,
What am I
yes,
smelling?
honey, tobacco, and oak moss.
Okay. I knew I smelled honey right away. Ooh, and I
Tobacco,
smelled.
honey, musk, oak moss, Buddha's hand,
Ooh.
uh, and magnolia. Buddha's hand is basically kind of like an exotic grapefruit. It's an exotic citrus.
Oh, okay. Oh, this is beautiful. I could smell the honey and the tobacco right away. But as always, it's not like overpowering. It's not taking over the entire fragrance to where that's all you smell.
That's and see, that's another one that, I mentioned earlier this kind of caught me by surprise.
Mhm.
Um, because the tobacco, see, a lot of times, depending on what you mix it with, tobacco can do a whole lot of different things.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, if it's kind of like might sound weird, but it's kind of like tofu.
Hmm.
It's like once you mix it with something, it kind of pairs well with whatever you mix it with.
Right. Well, it's paired well with everything in here. It's beautiful. I love
But
it.
yeah,
I definitely
I
smell the
mean,
magnolia.
depending on what type of, tobacco chemical you use. But yeah,
Right. Yeah, this is beautiful. I got the tobacco and the honey right away. It's gorgeous. This one almost has a very, very slightly kind of gourmand aspect to it.
huh?
Yeah, with the
I can,
honey.
yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
Um,
just a tiny bit.
yeah. If you poured some honey over a moss covered tree, yeah, you'd want to eat it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably. Yep.
But yeah, that was actually, I mean, intended to be masculine,
Yeah.
but again, as with just about everything I make, it there's some elements of, you know, unisex
Oh, definitely.
in there
Yeah.
as well.
Oh, yeah, I could see this on a man or a woman. And I bet the tobacco would pull totally differently on a man than it does a woman too.
Yeah.
The tobacco in this. Yeah, it would smell very different on a man and a
Yeah,
woman.
I agree because it's not harsh.
Right.
You know,
Yes.
anything harsh definitely skews masculine,
Yes,
or actually say a harsh tobacco skews more masculine.
definitely. Yeah, but it's not harsh at all. It's really, really gorgeous. Okay, so there's that one. And then let's see, what have we got here?
I think those three I just sent you in that
Mhm.
back there. So remember you and I were talking about me sending you masculine fragrances
Yeah,
for you to check out.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I think those three may be more on the masculine side.
Okay.
I can't remember what the other two I sent.
Okay, you sent Venetian doll Lucia and Venetian
Oh,
doll Lucian.
okay. So Lucia's feminine definitely. And then
Okay,
Lucian is masculine.
okay. I don't know why I didn't get any of my little strips. I didn't bring any of my paper strips over here. That's okay. I'm gonna just use paper. Okay. Ooh, oh, that's beautiful. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is the one. Yeah, I wrote the notes down here. This is the one that has the Venetian fog note in it. That, yeah, I don't know what that is, but it definitely smells like
Moist.
it does. It smells damp.
Yeah.
It really does smell like fog. And this is the one with champagne in it.
Hmm.
Yeah, this is beautiful. I really think, well, on paper, because things are totally different on skin
Once again.
always. But on paper, I definitely get that fog note. Yeah, it's damp and really ethereal smelling
Hmm.
and kind of ozonic.
Does it ever
Yeah.
get foggy there in South Carolina?
Oh yeah, we just woke up to dense fog this morning.
Really?
Oh yeah. Yep. Let's see what else is in this. Oh, the tuberose. I can definitely smell the tuberose. That sweet tuberose.
Hmm.
Yeah. Those are the three probably most prominent notes to my nose are the champagne, whatever the Venetian fog is and the tuberose. It's really, really beautiful. This
Well,
is a really,
the ozonic that you smell, that's the fog.
the fog, yeah.
Yeah.
This is really, really unique and conceptual smelling, but not unwearable.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yeah, really gorgeous. I can't wait to test these,
Do you
to test
think
these all on
do
my
you think
skin.
that would be for a lady a day or a night scent?
Well, me, I'd wear it anytime, but probably more night because though it is though it is ozonic and I don't want to use the word light because it's not light. I was going to say
Right,
it's got a
right. See,
heaviness to it.
yeah, see that is and the reason why I asked you that is because that was something that was floating around in my head. It's like, would this somebody wear this during the day or the night? Because it does smell very mature.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think that's due to the champagne note in it.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, there's something about it that smells like you just said light, and not light as in uh um light as in it'll dissipate soon, but just light as in frivolity.
Yes,
And
definitely.
yeah, I was, wow, okay.
Yeah, I would wear it anytime, but I think it could be a nighttime fragrance
Okay.
because it does have a heaviness to it, but yeah, but oh man, I love it. It's
Yeah, that's
really
that's
unique.
that's the one thing, not to be pretentious or anything, but that's the one thing I like about some of the fragrances I mix is that they kind of smell paradoxical.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's one way, but it can also be seen as the other. It's
Absolutely.
light, but it's very thick,
Yes.
you know.
Yep. And that's the perfect explanation for this one. It's light, but it's heavy.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
yeah, it's really good though. I love it. This one is a little bit conceptual smelling,
Hmm.
but wearable conceptual. We're not talking like what's that fragrance, the secretions one?
Oh my God.
Horrible. I mean,
Capricious
there's
Magnifique.
conceptual
Ooh.
that's just totally unwearable, and then there's conceptual that's wearable and beautiful. That's really
Uh,
unique.
so you know who the fragrance bros are, right?
Yeah.
So long time ago, they did a
On
review
YouTube?
on, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, they got a bag of samples that somebody sent them, and one of them was was Secretions Magnifique,
Yeah.
and Jer was the first one that smelled it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he literally almost choked on it, and his description of it was perfect. He said he said it smelled like a wet squirrel.
Ew. What a squirrel. Oh gosh.
Oh
And who wants to
yeah,
smell like that? Nobody. Nobody.
I don't get it. I mean,
Mm-mm.
Christopher Brosius, he said he had a very prominent actor or actress, whichever whoever it was,
Mhm.
come into his shop and him custom make a scent for them
Mhm.
because they wanted to walk around smelling like roast beef.
Why? Why would you want to smell like roast beef? That's
I
so
don't know.
weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
That's wild.
yeah,
Yeah, that's strange. Okay, the next one is Venetian doll. Is it Lucian? Lucian?
Lucian.
Lucian. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's read
So
this.
that's the masculine one. Um,
Oh my gosh. Yes, this, oh my gosh. Okay, this one, is this the one with tamarind in it?
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
So that's all I get on the paper is that
Yep.
beautiful, sweet, spicy tamarind.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And that is right up my alley. Oh my gosh, I love that. What else is in this one? Let me see. Um, Rosewood, oud, cardamom, coumarin, and ambrette seed. Oh my gosh. So the ambrette is probably really smoothing out the spiciness from the cardamom and probably some of the sweet spiciness from the tamarind. Or I should say sweetness. Tamarind is
Um,
really, I don't even know what tamarind on it by itself totally smells like.
well, and truth be told, the tamarind that I made has
Hmm.
a little bit of orange in it,
Yeah,
so
which I smell.
mhm.
Yeah, definitely. It's like a, it's like a sweet, smooth, very slightly citric, like spicy cardamom. It smells like how tamarind tastes
Hmm.
without minus the cardamom.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Oh, it's so good. I love this.
Yeah, yeah, I like that. I wore that one around for for a while.
I bet. I bet this smells amazing on a man. I bet a man's skin really brings out the spiciness in this one.
Hmm.
I bet my skin will really pull a lot of the sweetness and spiciness. Cardamom pulls pretty spicy on me, which I like.
Yeah, I was about to say, you the fragrances of mine that you've really favored have been, you know, the ones that you really, really favor have been more on the spicy side.
Yeah,
And so that's one of the reasons why I kind of had a feeling that you would like that one.
I love it. Yeah, this might, I don't want to say favorite because I can't. It's hard for me to have favorites, but because I love every single fragrance that you've ever sent me. But I do, I love the spicy fragrances, especially if it's a spicy and sweet fragrance at the same time.
Uh-huh.
Gosh, those are my favorite to wear. Because sometimes if it's just spice, it'll pull real masculine on me. But if it's got enough sweetness in it, but I don't want it so sweet that it isn't spicy.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I
yeah.
mean? So yeah, but oh, I bet this smells amazing. This
Well,
is perfectly unisex.
I was telling Lulu, I kind of had an idea for a new floral spicy, and it would just be, magnolia and cinnamon
Yeah. Oh,
or
that,
magnolia and nutmeg.
yeah. Oh, I bet that would be so good.
Yeah, I haven't really started to develop it yet, but those are the two notes I'm starting with.
Yeah. Well, this is a definite winner. Okay, now we're down to the last two, the new ones. So we have Perseus, and is that how you say that?
Melanoy,
Melanoy.
melano.
Melano. Okay, so I was
Yeah,
right.
it
Okay,
has
let's start with
it the E has umlauts on it, so
Yeah.
there may be a noe, melanoe, or melano.
Okay. Well, I'll just say Melano so I don't sound like an
Yeah,
idiot.
yeah, yeah.
Um, okay, yeah, we can do that. Um, oh, this is beautiful. Perseus. Now this, I'm getting a tiny bit. Ooh, I'm getting a tiny bit of a tiny bit of a Shalimar
Huh.
vibe. That could
Okay.
just be on paper.
Hmm.
I'll have to test this on skin, but yeah, on paper, there's something that's coming out that's kind of like a Shalimar. It doesn't smell like Shalimar,
Yeah, yeah.
but like an aspect of it. Ooh, what is in this?
That is
Does this have vanilla in it?
neroli, tobacco, bergamot, and musk. Um,
Neroli, tobacco, bergamot, and musk.
yeah.
So no vanilla even. I'm gonna have to test this one on skin. Huh. There's definitely there's a bite from something, and I think it's the combination of the bergamot and the tobacco. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. The combination of the bergamot and tobacco
Mhm.
it's like it's got a little bit of a bite. Could be the neroli too, but the neroli is not overpowering it, which I have a problem with neroli overpowering fragrances.
Me too.
Yeah,
I
but
don't use it that much.
yeah, but it's not, I don't even really smell it. I'm really
Really?
getting a lot of, not a ton. Now it might come out on my skin more.
Because believe it or not, the two main notes are neroli and tobacco.
Are they?
Yeah.
That's weird. Well, again, it's on paper, so I don't know. Or maybe the tobacco is just changing the neroli that much that but I don't think so. I'm really getting the bergamot
Uh-huh.
just on paper. I'll test this on skin. And as I test these, I always update people in a what I wore last week video. So
Yeah, yeah.
because things are so different wearing them than when you're just, spraying and sniffing.
Hmm.
But yeah, I'm getting a lot of the bergamot on paper, mostly bergamot and tobacco.
There's an element that I don't know if people talk about it enough. People say on skin and on paper. I think there's a third element too that people don't really talk about, and it's on clothes.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, because when
So,
you're wearing your clothes, you get the heat from your body.
or
So,
sometimes you just spray it directly on your clothes.
yeah,
So you got the heat from your body mixed with materials or
right.
non-organic materials.
Yeah. Yeah, I never even thought about it that way, but I spray when wear perfume, I spray it everywhere. I spray it in my hair, on my skin,
Yeah,
on my
yeah, yeah,
clothes,
yeah,
literally everywhere. So,
yeah, yeah, me
yeah.
too.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a good one. So that one definitely is a masculine leaning one
Oh yeah,
for
yeah.
sure. But
Um,
I think it would be a beautiful unisex fragrance.
that's the follow-up to Medusa.
Oh, okay. I think my
Um,
friend Tatiana just bought Medusa in the last sale.
yeah,
Did she?
Medusa. When I went back to Italy. I went to Florence,
Mm-hmm.
and my favorite sculpture in the entire world is in Florence,
Mm-hmm.
and it's Perseus beheading Medusa.
Mm-hmm.
And so I literally spent a good 10 to 15 minutes just photographing that sculpture from various angles.
Yeah.
So that's what the label is going to be, is one of those photographs.
Oh, that's gonna be awesome. Yeah.
Edited, of course, but yeah.
Yeah. That's gonna be very cool. I love this dark purple wax that you used on.
The Venusian.
Yes, the Venusian. It is, I love that wax. It is so beautiful. And then just with the color of the label and the way
Huh?
that it
Huh?
just matches so well. This is such a beautiful bottle. They both are, but I
Yeah.
love that one. Okay, last we have Melano. Let's see. This one, it's funny when I saw it, I was like, I wonder if it's got melon in it. But then I was like, no, didn't you just release a fragrance with some melon in it?
Melancholy. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, this.
So that one is in a way, so the Venusian
Mhm.
is part of the Rose series that I'm doing.
Yeah.
Um, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna call them. At first, there's gonna be five of them, but now there's gonna be seven of them. So I'm just gonna call them seven deadly roses.
Yeah.
Um, Blush of Dawn, Dream Walking,
Mhm.
Rose of Venus, the Venusian, and now Melano. So that's the fifth one. So there are going to be two more um, eventually. One is called Mars Amaro, uh,
Mhm.
which is going to be a masculine rose. Mars Amaro means Mars in love.
Mhm.
So that's going to kind of tie into the Venusian and Rose of Venus because it's Mars in love with Venus, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the seventh one, I haven't made, but I haven't fully decided on the name yet.
Well, this is beautiful. So what is in this one?
Um, that one
Uh,
is rose wolfsbane. What else is in that one? Blackberry, ambergris, and tree moss.
oh, okay. Well, all I can really smell is the rose on the paper. That was the only, well, I shouldn't say that's all I can smell. I can smell a lot more than that, but that's the only thing I can recognize
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
is the rose. And now that you said blackberry,
The
I
blackberry.
it's
Yeah.
the same blackberry that's in Ghost Dance.
Uh-huh.
So yeah. Ugh, it's beautiful. I love this one. I think this one will be really popular. It's a really beautiful rose. It's kind of like a it's somewhere in between a clean rose and like a jammy rose.
I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is weird because there's nothing else really sweet in there.
The
But the
blackberry.
blackberry, I think, is what is making it seem jammy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's got a really beautiful cleanliness to it too. So I don't know that I would necessarily say it's a jammy rose, but it's somewhere in between like a clean and a jammy rose.
Uh-huh.
It's really beautiful. I cannot wait to try these on skin because they always just develop so much more on skin than on paper. It's funny because once you wear them and then you remember what it smelled like on the paper, you're like, oh my gosh, it was almost so one-dimensional,
Uh-huh.
on paper. And then once it's on skin, it's just a completely different situation.
Did I send you the fragrance I made for Jeanette?
I don't think so.
I didn't?
Uh-uh.
Well, I have to send you that one. Um, so that one is rose heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I can't remember what was in it. Rose, coconut, and because when people win the contest, I tell them, okay, 6 notes.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I ended up adding an extra two
Mm-hmm.
for her to help smooth everything out.
Yeah. Now, who won the contest? Do you remember?
Jeanette, Jeanette Perez.
Jeanette?
Yeah.
What was her last
The
name?
first one she won, Jeanette Perez.
Oh, okay. Was she one of my subscribers?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. She must not be somebody that comments often.
Jeanette, yeah, she's kind of quiet.
Okay. And what
You
were the
know,
notes that she picked?
I know rose and coconut were definitely two of them.
Yeah, that's
I can't remember the other four, but here it is right here.
oh, okay.
Um, did I put cardamom in this? See, this is smelling much different now than when I made it
Isn't that wild? Yeah.
because it's had time to mature.
Yep.
Because I mean, this one it's been since September
Yeah.
when I finished it.
Hmm.
I put this on a week or two ago, and I was saying to myself, I might have to release this.
Yeah.
But this is Jeanette's fragrance. So yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
but still, yeah, I'll send you a sample of it
Oh, I would love to smell it. Yeah.
because it's a little spicy. It's a little spicy rose. It has a little musky oomph to it,
Uh-huh.
and I think it definitely sits unisex,
Hmm.
maybe 60-40 feminine. Yeah, but yeah, I really like it.
Yeah. Yeah. I would be excited to smell it. I just want to see what she concocted. And then I know you had to tweak it a little bit, but
Yeah, I touched it up a little bit for her.
mhm.
Um, yeah, I can't remember what the hell I put in this. Coconut, cardamom, vanilla, pistachio. That was
Ooh. And
so yeah,
rose?
Yeah, coconut, cardamom, vanilla, rose, pistachio. There's a little coumarin in this.
Ooh,
Um, I put linden blossom in it too.
ooh,
Not
I bet
much,
that, huh?
not much.
Did that
Oh,
freshen it up a little bit
um,
or
yeah,
give it a
you
little
know
bit
what
of
it
weight?
was that I put, you know what it was that I put in here to make it a little spicier because I remember now I'm looking at this note list because pink pepper's in here too, but the pink pepper and cardamom were really, it's almost like they're fighting each other.
Mm-hmm.
And so more or less the referee that I put in there to
Mm-hmm.
calm both of them down was chamomile.
Oh, okay.
So
And
it's pretty nice.
it sounds nice. Yeah, I bet that pistachio rose and cardamom combination is so good.
Yeah, yeah.
And vanilla. Mm. Now, when are you going back to Venice?
Next month, the
Okay,
end of
February.
next month. Yeah. Um, I have to work the ballet shows that we have here
Hmm.
first, which means I'm going to miss the first weekend.
Hmm.
Um, but immediately after they're over, that following Monday, I jet off.
Nice. That'll
And
be nice.
like I said, I'm taking these with me. Um, maybe two sets of costumes that I'm going to take because there's this green set right here.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so if I do that, then that means I can do, another photo shoot for future fragrance.
Yeah.
Um, I have a photo shoot set for next week that I want to. So I don't know if you remember this, but last the batch of fragrances I sent you before this one, there's one sample in there that didn't have a label on it, didn't have
Yeah.
anything.
Hmm.
And um I remember you smelled it on camera for the first time and you smelled it and you just went, wow.
Yeah.
Um, but it's lilac, violet, plum, coriander, and ginger.
Oh, okay.
It's a purple floral, which
Yes.
I had been wanting to do for a while.
Hmm.
And it's one I'm really, really proud of.
Hmm.
And so I think I'm going to finally release that sometime this spring.
Nice.
Um, yeah, I'll be doing a photo shoot for that one probably next week.
Oh, okay.
You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah, I remember really loving that.
yeah, it,
That
it
one.
is different.
Hmm.
A lot of times when I do things that are different than what I
Hmm.
normally do,
Hmm.
it really resonates with me and just kind of, sticks with me.
Yeah.
That became one that I looked at as kind of like a comfort scent,
Hmm.
meaning a lot of times, I'll just put a little bit on my hand before I go to bed or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I really love that one. Yeah, and I remember you told me that it was one that you didn't know when you were going to release it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah.
I'm still undecided as far as a date for that one, but it'll definitely be before my birthday, which is in May,
Okay.
either on or before.
Yeah. That'll be
Uh,
good. Perfect time of year for it.
there is so the sale, again, it starts this Thursday.
Hmm.
Um, the usual buy one get one. Um, the last one I did, I said there'll be one winner, one grand prize winner, which gets the free customized fragrance.
Hmm.
But what I ended up doing is instead of picking one winner and one grand prize winner, I picked three winners. So the sale lasted 3 weeks. So I
Yeah.
would pick one winner per week
Oh,
and
okay.
sent them, a third bottle of
Oh,
their
okay.
choice.
Yeah.
Um, I want to do that again this sale, but I'm
Okay.
also too going to just send people sample packs.
Hmm.
So un unfortunately, that means, it's a lot more for people to fill out in the comments box.
Oh, yeah, but
They
that's
fill
okay.
out they fill out the bottle they want for free,
Hmm.
the bottle they would like to have if they would win,
Hmm.
what their favorite note is,
Hmm.
and if they were to win a sample pack, what 3 samples would you like to try?
Okay, I'm gonna write this down so that when I announce this, I know what to say. So um, they need to put the bottle they want for free. Um,
The bottle they want if they win,
bottle they want if they win. Okay,
the
their
their,
favorite note,
their favorite note,
favorite note. Okay,
and the 3 samples they would like to try if they want a sample pack.
3 samples. If they want a sample pack.
Yeah,
Okay, okay, perfect. And it starts January 23rd, which is Thursday.
and to anyone watching this, particularly people overseas,
Hmm.
um, I'm based in California, so I just really need to impress upon people overseas that they have to pay for international shipping.
Right. And now that's something that is on your website that they actually have to like add to the cart.
Yeah,
Pay on. Okay. Okay. I'll
yeah,
make sure that
yeah.
people know that.
And it's even mentioned at the top of the products page. Uh,
Okay.
but sometimes people either forget it or they
Just
don't
don't
see it.
see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll I'll be sure to put that in there. Have you thought ahead to this fall? Because I know that's like the best, that's your favorite time of year.
Kind of. Let me see. Do I have anything? I'm really toying. See, I explained to Lulu that a lot of the fragrances I release um are stuff that I've really had made. It's I don't very often release things that I have made within the past 3 to 6 months.
Hmm.
Um, well, I take that back. I would say every other one is probably, a new creation, or maybe every two are new creations. But I mean, this book I was just looking through here, I mean, it's like I have like 5 of these that are just full of my formulations,
Yeah.
and so you go 5 times 60, it's like a ton of
Oh,
formulations.
yeah. Definitely.
And um some of them I say to myself, yeah, I'm gonna have to get back on this one. Some of them that I make and really like, but I can't conceptualize it, so they're kind of stuck in purgatory.
Yeah.
And then there are very few that are those greedy ones that I just say to myself, I'm keeping this for me. You know,
Hmm.
I'm just gonna wait until that big break comes when I, release it. There are quite a few of them that I ended up releasing that initially I had that in mind.
Hmm.
And the purple floral one, which is called Saudade,
Hmm.
Saudade.
Hmm.
That was one of them. But another one, initially I had wanted to create the darkest vanilla.
Yeah.
And it ended up being this almost passionate amber.
Yeah.
And so um it's become like my signature amber.
Hmm.
fragrance, you know, so it's one of those that I'm not releasing this for anybody. This is mine, but
Yeah.
I'm tempted to release that one this year, you know.
Yeah. That would be a good
It's
addition to your line, a beautiful
it's
amber.
yeah, it's basically amber and stargazer lily.
Mm-hmm.
Um, how I went from dark vanilla to that, I don't even remember.
Yeah.
Mhm. But yeah, there's that one. The Venetian doll that I
Mm-hmm.
told you about that I'm gonna photograph these for.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Star-Crossed.
Mm-hmm.
So that one will probably be out either the summer sale or the Halloween sale.
Okay.
Um, yeah, I don't know which. I haven't decided which. Um, there is a follow-up to Coralie I made
Mm-hmm.
called Coralie Lily.
Mm-hmm.
On paper, that's what it's called. I haven't really decided on a name for it yet. Yeah, those are the ones that are kind of
Rolling around
on
for.
the fence with being released. Star-Crossed is a definite. Um, there's a new Candyman I've been conceptualizing called Scorpio Rising.
Yeah.
Um, there is another story fragrance I created called The Seduction.
Mm-hmm.
Um, there is a historical figure who had an opera written about her based on her life. Her name is Adrienne Lecouvreur.
Mm-hmm.
And several years ago, I made a fragrance inspired by her. Um, I just might release that one. I'm gonna have to tweak it though, because it smells a lot like Lucia.
Oh, okay.
Um, it has peony and champagne in it and white tea. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, I'm gonna have to toy with that one a little bit. Uh,
This. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good one.
and let me see what else do I got here. There was one that I made that I really, actually two. Um, one is called Dreams of a Memory
Mm-hmm.
that I really want to get back to. So that's a story I wrote inspired by this girl I dated in high school
Mm-hmm.
who had the most piercing green eyes.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I wrote this story that would probably be better suited for being, you know, a short movie or film or something like that because it's
Mhm.
so visual.
Yeah.
And really, all it is this guy talking in his head about, you know, the memories of this girl he dated.
Mm-hmm.
And pretty much the entire time you see him, all he's doing is just sitting drawing pictures of her
Mm-hmm.
and mostly focusing on her eyes. Um, it's a jasmine based fragrance.
Oh, okay.
That's something that happened the first date that her and I had.
Mm-hmm.
um, I walked her home and we walked past this jasmine bush.
Mm-hmm.
She pulls a sprig of it off and sticks it in her hair.
Mm-hmm.
So we walk home and I mean it's weird for years I didn't even think about this um olfactory memory, I guess you can call it,
Mm-hmm.
until I started becoming a perfumer. But walked her home. She has a sprig of jasmine in her hair. And so I give her a hug goodbye, and my nose got buried in that jasmine.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I became a perfumer, all of a sudden that scent of jasmine came right back to me. And
Right.
so that was the basis for the fragrance was that jasmine that got
Ooh,
buried in my nose.
yeah,
Yeah, that one is one I'm really proud of too.
yeah,
Peau Reve.
yeah. I love that one.
That's kind of the predecessor to Beija Flor.
Yeah. Now, Beija Flor is honeysuckle, isn't it?
It's honeysuckle, yeah.
Yeah,
Um, but jasmine's in it too. Honeysuckle, jasmine, milk, and
coconut.
coconut. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, people keep asking me though to tell you that they want a vanilla scent.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Huh.
yeah. I definitely have people that are like, is he ever gonna make a vanilla fragrance? I'm like,
And
I don't
that's
know.
so weird because that's one of my favorite notes to work with.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, see, the problem with it is I don't want it to smell like other vanillas, you
Yeah,
know, because once you have vanilla in something, it kind of is what it is,
yeah.
unless you have a lot of other things around it, then it becomes vanilla and something else.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but like I told you a little while ago, I've always wanted to make a really dark vanilla. So,
Mm-hmm.
now that you mention that, yeah, I think I might revisit that.
Yeah, you definitely should, because I know that there are people that would love to have a vanilla fragrance.
Okay, yeah, that'll be
Yeah.
on my docket then.
Yeah. And it'll be popular because vanilla, especially right now, vanilla and gourmands and
You
are
know what's
just
you
so
know what's
popular.
popular right now?
What?
And I mean, I'm not gonna say this has been all I've been selling, but it's dominated my sales for the past 3 months is cherry.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. See, because people are looking for a cherry that doesn't smell like Tom Ford,
Right.
because everything on the market is just a clone of the Tom Ford cherry fragrance.
Either Tom Ford or what's that one Guerlain? Not Guerlain. It is Guerlain.
Is it?
L'Homme
What is it called?
Ideal.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's discontinued.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that the eau de parfum?
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to have a travel spray of that, but it was too masculine on me.
Yeah, that one, unfortunately, and honestly, I should just get rid of this one because I am so tired of it's like it's like the rose oud combos that you'd hear
Yes,
about.
yes, yep,
This one started that cherry almond combo
yep.
garbage that just it's like, you know, and that's why I say people want to get away from either the Tom Ford Lost Cherry line or that cherry almond combo. Yeah,
Yes,
you're not gonna see a cherry almond combo
yeah,
in my
yep.
lineup. So
So have you just been selling a ton of blood cherry cordial?
blood cherry cordial, cherry wood,
Uh-huh.
and Eidolon.
Oh, okay.
Um and blood cherry cordial, I mean, I stopped trying to develop this, but maybe I should try and take advantage of it. But I was gonna do a follow-up to blood cherry cordial.
Mm-hmm.
And so this was my first shot at one that I conceptualized and just called it Cherry's Jubilee.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I
I,
bet it would be good.
but yeah, it really didn't come out the way I wanted it to.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, this is one of those that's going to take a little work.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's hard to make cherry smell unique.
Remember what I put in this? This is like cherry and orange. Yeah, there's something in here. I think I put something like ambroxan in here that I really need to take out.
Yeah.
But There's
Cherry and
lime-juice.
tobacco is another combination that is kind of overdone.
Say it again.
Cherry and tobacco, that's kind of
Well,
another combination that's a little bit overdone.
that's what Eidolon is.
Oh,
But
is it?
Eidolon, yeah, Eidolon, I made that 2017.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, I thought of chip mix and cherry with rose.
yeah,
Um, I'm curious to smell what cherry and magnolia smells like together. But
yeah,
for that matter, cherry and tuberose. But yeah, I think there's going to be another cherry on the horizon.
yeah,
But yeah, I'll definitely start mapping out a good vanilla.
yeah. You definitely need a vanilla,
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
really good, unique vanilla.
That could be something, if people watching this, maybe they can comment in the comments down below. If
Hmm.
you were to have a vanilla, what would you pair it with?
Yeah,
Because I can't have just like a straightforward vanilla. I'd want to pair it with something or enhance it with something. That's what I should say. So if you were to have a vanilla, what would you enhance it with?
hmm.
So yeah, comments below.
Okay, well, we'll let people say what they want. They will too. Don't worry, you'll get suggestions. People will definitely tell you what they want. Have you ever thought about doing a grapefruit fragrance?
Um, I do have one. Um, which one is it though? Because for a while I was really using grapefruit because citrus wasn't something that really interested me.
Hmm.
And I said to myself, okay, if I was to focus on a citrus, what would I use?
Hmm.
I wanted to get away from bergamot. I wanted to get away from lemon.
Hmm.
Orange, I kind of reserve for when I'm working on amber fragrances.
Hmm.
So what will be a unique citrus to work with? And so um, grapefruit and yuzu is what I ended up working with.
Hmm.
Um, does Handsome Devil have grapefruit in it? There's one that I did that had a good deal of grapefruit in it. Handsome Devil just has citron. Oh yeah, it's one I never released that was heavy on grapefruit. It's called Ravissimo, which
Hmm.
is yuzu, gardenia, musk, kumquat, and frangipani.
Ooh, that sounds good.
I would mi- I would mix that with something like magnolia,
Yeah.
like a yellow fruit with a yellow floral.
Hmm.
Magnolia. Um, maybe gardenia.
Yeah, that would be, oh, grapefruit and gardenia. That sounds nice.
That's what that one I just mentioned,
Hmm.
grapefruit and gardenia. That could be one that could be paired well with cherry, but then you're talking about a straightforward feminine
Right.
fragrance.
Yeah. Kitty came to visit. Oh my goodness.
Uh-oh.
Oh my goodness.
That right there is a screenshot. I
It
mean,
is.
yeah. I can't wait to see that.
He looked right at the camera.
Oh my God.
Oh, Pistol, you funny boy. You're such a funny boy. Here he comes back.
But grapefruit is now I think about it. I know what turned me on to grapefruit, and that was Tom Ford's Gray Vetiver.
Yeah.
Because Gray Vetiver is vetiver and grapefruit.
Yes. And it's, oh, that's a nice fragrance. It's too masculine for me, but it's nice. It's a good one. Yeah.
I wore it the other day and I noticed how chemically it smells if you
Mm-hmm.
spray too much.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah,
so that's one you have to be careful with.
yeah. There are a few fragrances, more than a few of Tom Ford's that if you go too hard with them, yeah,
Yeah,
it's not good. In
yeah.
fact, Black Orchid is like that on me, but I don't even have to go hard with that one. Black Orchid just smells like chemicals on me.
You know what else is like that is black violet.
Yeah.
Um, Black violet. I mean, I'm sure you don't know this one, but in the '90s there was a men's fragrance, Escada por Homme.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Black violet smells exactly like it.
Oh, does it?
I can because I used to wear Escada por Homme.
Yeah.
So that's one reason why I like black violet. But that's again, that's why I was just saying that's one you can't overshoot.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what's another one? Oh, Italian cypress, same thing. You can't overdo that one. Otherwise, you'll just start smelling like mud.
Yeah. I've not smelled that.
Yeah, that's one of the older private blends.
Yeah.
But you know, men who are watching this who are Tom Ford fans, I dare you to, if you have these two, and unfortunately they're both discontinued, I think now, but 3 sprays of Italian cypress, 1 spray of tobacco oud.
Mm. I bet that's a good combination. So is this on the, I guess, what side is this of you? It looks like a little alligator tail. Does that
Oh,
go with, does that go with these costumes
no.
here?
That's why I asked to reschedule from yesterday.
Uh-huh.
I have a leather commission.
Hmm.
So, I wanted to finish this weekend
Yeah.
so I can get it shipped out on Monday. And so I
Mhm.
got a lot done yesterday. This is actually a part of it too, this
Oh, okay.
racer.
Yeah.
Um, but a friend of mine, she wanted to look like a dragon. She
Hmm.
wanted to have a costume that was like a sexy dragon.
Hmm.
So I designed and made this for her.
Oh, that's cool.
It's it's this bodice, and what I really like about this that I did with it,
Uh-huh.
I wanted to have the top here stained with red to make it
Yeah.
look like blood, like
Blood.
dried blood. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's that, and then the back has these wings on it with this
Oh,
flexible tail.
that's awesome.
So
Oh, I love that.
so yeah, all of this is leather that I made
Oh,
and,
wow.
and put together.
Yeah, that's
Um,
awesome.
so
That
yeah,
is so cool.
so now yeah, I just have to finish painting the inside of it,
Oh,
um,
okay.
particularly the tail, because tail is white, that should be black.
Yeah.
But
Is it sparkly?
yeah, it has rhinestones on it.
Oh, wow.
So there's that, and I also made her this to go with it.
Oh, neat. Oh, that is cool.
So this here, I just have to mount that on the forehead, this
Oh,
little
okay.
pendant
Yeah.
here. But and then I have to stitch back these two flaps so that they don't flap around so much.
Yeah.
And then kind of like with these here,
Uh-huh.
it's gonna get like a black ponytail. And
Oh, okay. That's awesome.
yeah, that's
I
that's
love
that's
that.
what this is.
Oh, okay. And then is you said one of the costumes right behind you, the red one, one is for your assistant and is the other one for you?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, this is mine right here. This is my coat.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh my gosh. I cannot imagine the amount of time you put into these things.
Um, yeah, these red things, like I've been focused on those for the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Let me show you this.
Mm.
So this is the glove that I wear with the coat,
Uh-huh. Oh my goodness.
and try and put this on here. So that's why I was saying earlier, I really needed to hear, um, those people telling me that they're looking forward to seeing me next month.
Yeah.
And hearing that just, put me into this whirling dervish of this creative spree.
Yeah.
But this is the gauntlet.
Oh, that is awesome. Oh
that
my
I go
goodness.
through.
That is so cool. Oh man. It, and
So
I'm
yeah,
guessing
the
that's all like
coat
leather.
is like short sleeve, so it only comes down to about here.
Uh-huh.
Um, so yeah, this will be exposed.
That's awesome. Oh, how fun to go to Venice and dress up for Carnival.
And you'll be seeing pictures.
Yeah, I can't wait. Can't wait to see the pictures.
But yeah, this is the character that'll be photographed for Star-Crossed.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, these two red and gold characters.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Um,
gonna be awesome.
you know, Angela, my assistant, I made her, so her piece is like three parts, but there's a dress, then there's body armor, and then there's a sheath. This is
Mhm.
body armor.
Oh, that's awesome. And those are rhinestones all over
Yep.
it?
Yep.
Oh, wow. That's beautiful. Now, is that leather too?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's wild.
Yep.
It's so beautiful. I love your jacket that you made.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's gorgeous. Well, that's
Um,
gonna be fun.
a friend of mine who is also um, my assistant, more or less,
Mhm.
is someone I really, really, really idolize.
Mhm.
His name is Paolo Favalese,
Mhm.
and he is literally like the king of Carnival because he has the greatest costumes, and people literally, between him and the Rose sisters,
Mhm.
um, both of who I interviewed for the documentary I'm making.
Yeah.
Um, People literally, I mean, literally come from all over the world to Carnival to photograph them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And so Paolo has been really instrumental in the documentary because because he knows so many people.
Mhm.
And so he's been a few people he's contacted and asked them if they'd be interested in doing interviews, and absolutely, absolutely. So yeah, a lot of the interviews I did on the last visit were because of him or because of a friend of his who,
Mhm.
organized the interviews.
Mhm.
So yeah, but he's been really inspirational for me as far as my costume creation for Carnival,
Yeah.
because what I'm making this year is far different than what I did last year.
Yeah.
It's almost like last year was like, like come sit under the learning tree,
Yeah.
and so once I did that and just got a feel for what was there,
Mhm.
it's like, okay, now I got it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well.
If you think about it, it's kind of like makeup,
Mhm.
because makeup, a lot of times when you put makeup on, you're looking at yourself in the mirror.
Mhm.
Sometimes you think you've overdone it.
Mhm.
But then once you get photographed or go on camera, it's almost like it's not enough.
Right. Yeah, which is so
And
true.
and that's exactly what happened with me at last Carnival. You know, the costumes I made, I thought, okay, yeah, this is gonna slay them.
Yeah.
But when I got there and saw the pictures, it was just, bleh, it's kind of minimal
Yeah.
compared to
Compared
everybody
to what
else.
everybody else had.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't think that that'll be the case this year.
No, because also too, Angela and I'll be hanging out with Paolo.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, we will be seeing,
Yeah. Oh, that's
you know,
exciting.
knock on wood.
Yeah. That's exciting. So what are the other two costumes for? Are they both, is it just a different set of costumes
These
for?
two.
Yeah.
So I like to go with two sets of costumes.
Hmm.
Um, a friend of ours is holding she has private parties during
Okay.
Carnival.
Mhm.
And these costumes are for her parties.
Oh, okay.
So the red and gold are the daytime, and the mint green is the night.
Hmm.
Um, this dress I refer to as, I call it my Spina dress.
Hmm.
Um, you ever see the movie Crimson Peak?
Oh, yeah.
So you know the dress that Jessica Chastain wore when you first see her, it's that red dress.
Uh-huh.
The back of it has this interwoven fabric
Hmm.
on it. I stole that and added that to this dress here.
Oh, wow.
So you can
Oh, that
see
is
that.
so, yeah.
And so the reason why I call it a Spina dress, Spina,
Hmm.
um, the old Circus Maximus in Rome,
Hmm.
it was the chariot races. So, you know, it's a track, and down the middle of the track there was the Spina.
Hmm.
Spina is Italian for spine.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
that's why I call this a Spina dress.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, so that's the back. This is the skirt, so it's hanging here.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is like far from finished.
Yeah. Well, it's beautiful
So 18th
already.
century dress.
Uh-huh.
Um, and then this is my coat, which I started last night. Um,
You just started it and it's already that far?
Last night, yeah.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. And you do all your own sewing and everything, don't you?
Yep, right here.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. I don't even know how to work a sewing
Yep.
machine. Oh, wow. Yeah.
So yeah, that's what all of those are.
Okay. I bet you're looking forward to that,
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
going to Venice. Yeah. That's going to be fun. That'll be a nice break after the sale.
Yeah. But I like doing the sales too. You
Mm-hmm.
know, they're kind of exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Granted, because I get uh um so many orders,
Mm-hmm.
it takes a while to get to everybody's order.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you know, so sometimes it'll take as much as 2 weeks because I'm so backed up,
Yeah.
you know, but it's you know, just great to see people placing these orders and what they order.
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
sometimes they'll get 2 cents that are just so far apart from each other.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they get 2 cents that are similar,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and then seeing what they get compared to what the next person gets compared to what the next person gets.
Yeah.
You know, just it's just I love seeing that range,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and then a lot of times, you know, I like to count uh um each fragrance that gets sold. One fragrance gets sold more than the others, or you know, things like that. Okay, so This one, the one that sold the most was Blood Cherry Cordial. Okay, this one, the one that sold the most was Beija Flor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, that's always fun to see.
Mm-hmm.
You
And
know, and
does it change if so when you have your sale in October, do you sell completely different things than like what you sell in the spring?
sometimes, sometimes they're driven by hype
Yeah,
of, what's the thing now? And
right.
fortunately or unfortunately, what the thing is could coincide with what I may have in my stock.
Mm-hmm.
So who knows? Maybe this one, the fragrances that sell the most will be Blood Cherry Cordial, Cherry Wood, and Eidolon. I think Cherry Wood was the one that sold the most last sale.
Oh, okay.
Um, but yeah, I don't know. It's really hard to predict.
Yeah.
And then find where I put my sample bottle of Eidolon. Well, Eidolon, because it has that cherry wine note in it,
Mm-hmm.
it really pushes away from the pipe tobacco vibe.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
So I couldn't find it.
Oh,
It smells like a so the concept behind it was supposed to be like an old men's club.
yeah.
Um, this smells like just imagine men sitting in a club drinking their cherry wine,
Mm-hmm.
and every scent from everything that they're intaking, be it the wine or the cigars they're smoking,
Mm-hmm.
soaking into the walls.
Oh, okay.
So it's almost like the ghost of that cherry wine and those cigars soaked into
Mm-hmm.
those walls.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
that's what this smells like.
Yeah.
And that was kind of, like I said, that was kind of the concept behind Eidolon.
Yeah. Well, I see why it's so popular then.
Um, but yeah, depending on how fortunate I am, if, a particular note is a fad, a
Mm-hmm.
lot of times that kind of determines how successful my sale will be.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah. Cherry is definitely the it note right now.
Um, I haven't heard too that strawberry might be making a comeback, and
Yeah.
if that's the case, then yeah, I really encourage people to try strawberry love pop.
Yeah. It's such a good one.
Um, that one, when I first made that, I wasn't too crazy about it. Then
Mm-hmm.
a note got discontinued, and that gave me the reason to discontinue it. And a couple months ago, I decided to pick it back up and see if I could do something with it, and
Mm-hmm.
found a new chemical to replace the discontinued note.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I freaking love it now.
Yeah. It's such a good one. Yep. I love it. I forgot another jasmine one you have is the apple rum and jasmine.
Apple rum and jasmine. Oh yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
That one's pretty heavy on the apple though. And well, really the jasmine too. They both came out on my skin a lot.
Really?
Yeah, the apple and the jasmine did.
Yeah, I would say the apple and the rum.
Yeah, well, my
But
boozy nuts,
again,
huh,
your one person's skin is different.
totally different.
than
Yeah, I
other.
was gonna say, boozy nuts they can be good on me or they can be bad on me. And the way that you blend fragrances, you never have one note that's so strong that it drowns out everything else.
Uh-huh.
Um, so yeah, I'm gonna have to retest that one because I don't think I've worn it since this past summer. But yeah, in the heat, the rum, it wasn't like, super strong on me. I got a lot of the apple and the jasmine.
Yeah, rum is one of those I have to be real careful with.
Me too.
Um, and I'm talking about blending it because
Oh,
otherwise
okay.
it'll just smell gunky.
Yeah. Yep. And that's what will happen on my skin. I have to be real careful with rum in my fragrances.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. In fact, I had a celebrity scent. It was one of the Sarah Jessica Parker fragrances.
Uh-huh.
It was the original SJP NYC fragrance that she did, which is actually a strawberry and rum fragrance. It's got
Okay.
osmanthus in it too, so it's like really, really sweet. But the original formulation had a ton of rum in it, and it was just not good on me. It ended up smelling almost like sweet, dirty skin. It's hard to explain. But then they reformulated that fragrance and then amped up the strawberry in it and then really mellowed out the rum. Yeah, I guess I should say then the rum didn't smell. That whole like sweet, dirty skin went away, which was
This might
nice.
be why.
What is
Is
it?
this chemical right here. Um, a lot of times when people will make rum or clove
Mm-hmm.
fragrances, they'll use this. This is called eugenol.
Yeah.
And if if you overdo it with this, it'll end up smelling like sweet body odor.
Yes, that's what it was like on me.
So
It was
that
not good.
this might be what they used.
Maybe. Yeah.
I'd
But
I'd have to smell it to be able to detect it, but yeah.
yeah, it's well, I decluttered that one because it smelled so bad on me. And then now I have the reformulated version, which is much better because it's way heavier on the strawberry
Uh-huh.
and they toned down the rum.
They may have done the same thing that I did. They may have, I mean, I'll just tell you what happened with me. So the chemical that got discontinued was a strawberry chemical.
Hmm.
And so when I went back to Strawberry Love Pop, I got a different strawberry chemical.
Hmm.
It smelled much better than the old one. So
Yeah.
that might be what they did.
Yeah.
They
Could
may
be.
have switched up on the strawberry chemical.
They could have. Yeah, definitely. Well, I'm gonna probably have to get off here in just a second.
Okay.
My dog's got to eat. One of them keeps coming in here and jumping up on the chair like, Mom, I need to eat.
Yeah, that might be what the cat was doing too.
Yeah, he might have too. Yep. It's
Yeah,
about,
I really have to look at that video again to see that face
yes, you do, because he put his face right straight in
right
the
in front of
camera.
the camera. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
My little mini panther, he's so funny. He's such a good little boy. Well, so the sale starts January 23rd, which is a Thursday, and it's another buy one, get one free. Well, it was so good to talk to you again.
It's good to talk to you too, as
As always.
always.
Yeah, and I hope you have an amazing time in Venice at
Thank
Carnival. I
you.
know you will.
Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. So, all right.
And thank you again for doing this and the uploads too. So
Yeah, absolutely. It's my favorite thing. Love talking about your fragrances. I
thank
have a
you.
whole playlist on my channel just for Dreamhouse Curio.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, because that it helps me because then I can, tell people I have a whole playlist. And I know I've got videos on there that I go through every single fragrance of yours that I own or
Huh.
that I've smelled. So it's a guide for people, if they want to go back and watch that before they order.
Okay.
It's really helpful. So yeah, I have a whole playlist of just Dreamhouse videos.
I'm still wondering who's been talking about my cherry fragrances because it's somebody in Germany and somebody in Russia.
Oh,
All
really?
places. Yeah.
Oh,
I've been talking
wow.
about my cherry scent. So yeah, that's where a lot of my sales have been coming from.
That's amazing. I love that it's made it that far.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. I don't know. I mean, I talk about blood cherry cordial a lot, but I haven't in the last probably couple months. Maybe I talked about it in one of my
I thought it was part of a video that you did recently.
recently. Yeah, I did. So it could be that, and then maybe other reviewers
Uh-huh.
are, interested, and so I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah, that's what I was saying. I'm just wondering who those other reviewers are.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to get on and see if I can do some digging, but of course I don't have German or Russian. I don't know how to speak Russian or German. I don't even know what blood cherry cordial in Russian or German would be.
Well, they would call it uh, um
Blood
in
cherry
German at
cordial
least they would call it blood cherry cordial. Yeah,
in English.
yeah.
Yeah. I wish I knew how to see. I think it would be fun to watch other people's videos that are in different countries. That would be fun. Yeah. All right. Well, if you need anything else from me, just let me know.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And I'll talk to you soon.
Okay.
Okay.
Take care.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.